colleagues. Welcome to Teacher Talk. This is a group that will focus on creative pedagogies for teachers who are teaching music or creative arts or both. Teacher Talk is a part of the International Association for Creative Music and Movement Education, IACME, what a mouthful. My name is Carol Richards, and I'm president of IACME. Although retired, I've taught music and movement in secondary, primary, early childhood settings and have been associated with teaching using Orff Schulwerk approaches for about 40 years. So this group, Teacher Talk, what does this group really have to offer you, the music teacher? Well, this group exists to explore and explain different creative pedagogies and what they can achieve in cognitive learning. We also exist to give you a chance to engage in pedagogical discussions, share ideas, ask questions, give us some insights to your experience. I will try and upload a new video each week, and we can talk about what kind of learning is occurring in this video. And I look forward to your input. For the next few weeks, I think we will focus on the many different ways movement is used as a learning tool in the music classroom and studio. So let's have a look straight away at a YouTube Dalcroze session and what learning is taking place. The teacher for this video gave the participants only 2 instructions. He said, 1, when you hear the music, walk on the beat. And 2, when the music stops, you stop, but keep clapping the beat. After we see it, we'll talk about what kind of learning is going on and how you might use this in your situation. Here we go. So that was an interesting video. If you talk to the teacher, the reason why they were doing that kind of activity was he wanted people to have an experience in anticipating how long the phrases were and when the phrase would stop and start again. And I'm sure he was happy that his group listened carefully and was able to do that. I think as teachers, that kind of pedagogy also has us learn a lot more than just anticipating where the phrase ends and the next phrase begins. In the classroom, we have no idea what's in the child's brain. What do they know? What are they listening to? And so on. So movement can give us an indication of what's going on and what learning is taking place. For example, if we did that activity with children, we could see that when the music stopped, do they have the same beat inside? So they are actually, as they're walking the beat, they're starting the process of internalizing the beat. And when the music stops, if they have to keep clapping the same beat, then we can see whether or not they have internalize the beat? And have they all internalized the same beat? Because we can't play successfully in an ensemble unless we all have the common beat. Also, the phrases were different lengths. And that was interesting because sometimes when children anticipate we're going to do the same pattern over and over again, they kind of switch off. So again, by changing the length of the phrases, they have to listen and pay attention and be more engaged than perhaps they normally would. So this is a really interesting little exercise. Now, not all of us may be as good piano players as the teacher in this video, but could we still do an activity that is similar? Well, of course we can. We can use recorded music with a stop and start button. We can play whatever instrument is our instrument and start and stop and so on. Or we could just play rhythm and get the students to move and stop and clap the beat. So this gives us some interesting ideas. So the real important part of the pedagogy, from what I see, is to internalize beats, internalize phrase lengths. And movement is a powerful way to embody those skills and knowledge. And then we can talk about it with the students. Were the phrases the same length? How long was the first phrase? Let's try this exercise again. And this time, I want you to pay attention to how many different length phrases there are. So quite a lot of learning is going on, and it's also reinforcing the learning from the first part. Well, I hope this has been a little bit interesting for you, and I hope you join us for many more sessions on creative pedagogy, and contact me through Facebook and let's have a conversation. Thank you for joining us.